Aggro. Ironfist was goddamn terrible.
I mean, it was pretty bad.
I mean...
like, if it was a steak, it would be medium bad.
No, like this... no, it was bad. It was...
Like, it wasn't offensive.
I mean, it wasn't offensive. It wasn't like the movie Thou Shall Not Be Named.
Like these guys know how to work cameras and make a TV show. It was written really bad.
Well, so did us circa 2006, and we still made garbage. Okay. Actually, I originally wanted to open this video with a video, with like a gag about how we're not qualified to review this because we're not Tibetan. As a middle finger to everyone said that we weren't qualified to review Luke Cage because we're not black and we don't understand blaxploitation, even though an entire segment of that video was dedicated to what's talking about how Luke Cage is this great send-up to blaxploitation. Fuck those people. But yeah, no, fuck that joke, because goddamn it, like, oh my god, like
Luke Cage isn't about, or not Luke Cage, Iron Fist isn't about Tibetans, it's about a white kid.
I know.
Whose name is an anagram of Ayn Rand.
Yeah, I just... Oh my god. Like, I was not prepared for this show to be what it was. Because, like, Iron Fist should have been the easiest one of these to get right. It should have been the coolest and the most badass and the awesomest, and it fucking wasn't any of those things. Like, because everyone keeps blaming it on, like, oh, well, you know, they fucked up because they didn't hire an Asian actor to play Danny Rand. It's like, this kid being like an Aryan honky isn't the problem here. You know, like, the problem with this is bad writing, bad direction, meandering story.
I mean, that actor's not great anyway.
Oh yeah, no, the actor was terrible too. Like, that's like one of those things that people kept defending. It's like, you know, the guy's like, well, it's about getting the right actor for the right job.
No, he's not bad because he's white. He was just bad.
Yeah, like he acted poorly, and he was terrible and everything. Like he wasn't a martial artist. He didn't have the physique of a martial artist. There was nothing about this kid that made me go, that was perfect cast. Because, like, you look at Luke Cage and you go, that guy is Luke fucking Cage. Like, Jessica Jones, I don't know Jessica Jones, but she looks like a fucking alcoholic fucking detective who's just seen some shit. You know, fucking, the guy who plays Matt Murdock, like, he fucking sold that character so well. Fucking, the same thing goes for, like, Vincent D'Onofrio as Kingpin, Cottonmouth, like, all these characters just sell who they are, and this one just didn't. Like, nothing here functioned properly except for Madame Gao. But, like, that's technically a holdover from, like, a much better show, so that's cheating.
So, the weird thing about Iron Fist is that, like you said, it was the simple one. It's the simplest one to do. You have Danny Rand make his fist glow and punch shit. And the thing is, it's not that it's just that simple. It has to be that simple. It's fucking Iron Fist. The guy punches ninjas.
Yeah, how do you take Ninja Death Cult and guy with glowing fists who fucking punches them into dust and make it the lamest shit ever? How?
Like,
how do you do that?
Because the Meachums were on the show. And the Meachums were fascinating. That was an interesting story. Those were pretty great characters. That had nothing to do with the entire point of the Iron Fist show.
Yeah,
and literally half the show was just, now time to go hang out with the Meachums while Danny is completely ineffectual.
Yeah, and oh my god, like he is ineffectual, ignorant, just fucking completely inconsistent in his character. Sometimes he's like really smart and like he has shit figured out.
He's just got Zen one-liners that he learned.
I mean when he goes to
the show treats him as smart.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, when he goes to, like, Xavier's school for gifted ninjas, which was secretly the Foot Clan the entire time.
Oh my god, we'll get to that.
And before anyone says, yes, I know, the Foot Clan is a parody of The Hand, you don't need to tell me, thank you very much, smug-ass commenter. But yeah, it's just, like, when he figures out that whole thing, it's just like, he's, like, really intuitive. He's just like, something isn't right here. Like, where the fuck was all that shit, like, for the last 10 episodes, you dumb piece of shit? Oh my god.
It's just bad. Like he wanders into the show in the first part, and, he's all composed and sensitive, and they're like, okay, it's gonna be one of those overdogs posing as underdogs things where he's got it all figured out, but he's letting everybody else go through the. But no, then it turns out he's just a fucking retard.
Yeah. God, just it's like they didn't know what the hell they were trying to do. Like, stylistically, it has no style. It's just flat the entire time in the way they present the show. It lacks any of the atmosphere or tone that made the other Netflix shows great. Like Daredevil, it is just oozing with atmosphere.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's shot like a lot of those, like the Frank Miller run, just huge black sections, great use of shadow. It's fucking atmospheric as all hell.
Yeah, and then you get to like Jessica Jones. It's more gritty. It's more toned down. Mm-hmm. It's that crime noir, or it's a noir story. Yeah, it's a detective noir story.
The stark use of night shots and yellow lighting juxtaposed against all the lighter tones. It's beautifully done.
And then you have. Like Luke Cage, which is just stylish as all hell with that kick-ass fucking soundtrack. Yeah, I am sorry, Luke Cage, you're not a bad show. Like you fell apart in your second half, but god damn it, you had style and you had presentation. You were cool, damn it. Mm-hmm. I can't say like Ironfist has done that. Like I feel like maybe they should have had like kind of like an Asian-inspired kind of. They should have just gone full tilt into sloppy.
It should have been a '70s Shaw Brothers kung fu movie. It should have been, but that's easy. It's nothing but trope after trope after trope, and they fucked it up. And the one episode that felt like it was gonna lean into that, the one directed by the RZA, sucked.
I know. Oh my god. Because there's one episode. Because like I said, this series had like no style the entire time. But then there's one episode where he's fighting those three. Like he has to go through that trial fighting three different people. That's episode 5.
I wanted that to be good so bad.
And like this is it. This is the make it or break it moment.
Because Gal's like, I'm gonna gather all these weird ass kung fu dudes, and you're gonna fight them all. I'm like, this is what I'm here for.
Yeah, and like up until that point, I've been giving the series so much slack. I'm like, okay, it's developing all these characters. The meet-ups are really interesting. They're keeping all this kind of lore and shit mysterious. Let's see. Okay, now we're finally going into it, and it was garbage. And I was just like, fuck. And that was the only episode that I actually felt had any kind of directorial style. And it was actually kind of jarring. Like, whenever like that one dude shows up, and then it's like zoom in on him, zoom in on Danny. I was like, doing the kung fu thing.
Right? I was like, why does this feel like Man with the Iron Fist? Looks at credits. Oh.
Which, by the way, why is it like the guy who directed The Man with the Iron Fist just not the showrunner for The Man with the Iron Fist itself? God damn it.
And like, but honestly, when he's fighting the Asian chick who's, I don't know, was she assigned? She did Poison and wore leather. It was super 90s. But that was the moment I gave up on Danny.
Punch her! Fucking punch her!
He spends every episode before that talking about how, oh man, it's the Hand. I'm supposed to defeat the Hand. He doesn't even know who the fucking Hand are. They're literally the devil to him. He's like, they're evil. They're gonna destroy the world. I have to kill and destroy the Hand wherever I find him. Oh no, this one's got boobs.
Right? Oh my god! That was the worst! That was at the point where I'm like, punch her! Fucking punch her, you dumb piece of shit! I hate you! I hate you so much! And then he gets fucking poisoned like an idiot!
And like, there was no reason to make Danny Rand incompetent.
No!
At all. I mean, the whole thing was supposed to be he was an outsider who learned this culture. He comes back and now he's an outsider here. And there was no reason for the Iron Fist to not work. There was no reason for him to be conflicted about how the motherfucker trained kung fu till he punched a dragon in the heart to death.
Yeah, which there's no dragon. Like seriously, I was so psyched about because I had like these grand images in my head of the show. It's gonna be shot like a Shaw Brothers kung fu flick.
Right, it was supposed to escalate all the way to the Defenders.
Like but it was gonna have like this more stripped down, gritty aesthetic to it. But it was gonna have that kind of kung fu Shaw Brothers feel to it. It's gonna have that kung fu movie vibe, and it's gonna have great martial arts. It's gonna have a fucking dragon that he's gonna punch the flaming heart out of and like give him the Iron Fist. It's gonna be the coolest shit. He's gonna fight a fuck ton of ninjas, and none of that shit happened. Oh my god! Like this is, as far as I'm concerned, the worst thing the MCU has produced.
Yeah, it absolutely is.
Like by a lot, it's like people want. I see that on Twitter. People are like, really worse than Iron Man 2 and the Thor movies, and I'm like, first off, Iron Man 2 was not bad.
Yeah.
Iron Man 2 was. It didn't aspire to be much other than fun.
I fucking loved Iron Man 2.
Yeah, it was a cool time.
Iron Man 2 was great.
Yeah. I mean, like, people always are like, well, there was no character development and there was no story.
Shit. War Machine was in it.
Right? And, like,
Did you not see War Machine?
I mean, yeah. You know, fucking, you know, like, it was full of, like, it had the same great cast of characters, some new fun characters, some great action sequences, some memorable moments, some funny lines. It was a great time at the movies. Iron Man 3, it was uneven as fuck, and probably the worst of the movies. Like, the Thor films are forgettable. The second half of Daredevil fell apart. Season 2 of Daredevil fell apart. The second half of Luke Cage Season 1 fell apart. Season 3 of S.H.I.E.L.D.'s a little. But, like, this was bad. This is, like, the first time where I can go, you done fucked up. And you fucked up the thing that, like, I feel like they, like, forgot to make the Iron Fist show at some point.
It does.
And they were like,
it feels cheap, and it was made out of pieces that were left over from the other ones, and it wasn't any of the right ones.
Yeah, it's just like, they're like, oh shit, like, you know, we were so hyped about Defenders, we forgot to make the Iron Fist show. Fuck, someone crank out a script, someone, you're the director.
It just,
like,
feels forgotten, like no one, like there wasn't a point to it. They made it as an afterthought. And that's really the problem with the whole Enterprise. It was directionless.
Yeah.
Like Daredevil was the first one, and they
nailed that shit. They had it down pat, but they knew exactly what they wanted.
Like Jessica Jones was deep into noir shit. It was beautiful. Luke Cage's influence were obvious.
Yeah.
Daredevil, I feel, was a little more restrained in that, leaning into a tone thing because it had to establish the Netflix series. But it went full. Like Frank Miller, like, no guys, like before he went super crazy, this is how you do dark gritty comics.
Yeah. It felt like a dark gritty comic book story, a little bit of crime drama mixed in, like modern day crime drama, and it worked. It worked really well. Like all of these.
So I don't know how
had
you
a feel
land
to it.
on Iron Fist, and it's just it's bland.
Yeah.
It's bland. How did you do that to Iron Fist?
Yeah, and I've had people say, like, whenever I would complain about this on Twitter, like, I'd actually like, well, at least it's better than Arrow and Supergirl and S.H.I.E.L.D. I'm like, no, it isn't. I mean, I can't speak for Supergirl, but it's not better than Arrow, or, like, Arrow isn't a good show.
See, Supergirl is a great comparison.
Okay.
Because Supergirl feels cheaply made.
Yes.
It's made out of styrofoam. But it's cheap in all the right ways. Where it's like when you're watching Doctor Who and you're like, that affects crap. That's not the point, sweetheart.
Yeah, just like
Iron Fist is.
Yeah, and speaking of how cheap it feels, it's just like it felt like there was just no budget. To this the only time that they had any budget was the glowing fist. Which when I saw like the preview trailers and shit, when they do the glowing fist, I'm like, oh, it's cool. Like it illuminates from the inside. You can see his veins. So that's a really cool way to go about that effect. And that is the only cool thing in the entire show. And then they eventually make the Iron Fist itself lame, because they don't do anything with it. The coolest thing he does with it is like episode 3, he punches like the door off of like an insane asylum that he could easily would have gotten himself out of had he just stopped saying stupid crazy shit. I am the Iron Fist. I am here to destroy this. Shut up! Shut the fuck up! Stop telling people you're the Iron Fist!
He's not like interestingly dumb or endearingly dumb, where it's like he's acting like he's in a kung fu movie that and that's what I thought they were gonna do. It was gonna be Danny Rand's in his own 70s Shaw Brothers film that nobody else wants to be in, and he doesn't understand that. But as it goes on, it's like, no, he's not oblivious. He's not reacting to a new culture. He's just a moron.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, I really wish that they had made him a bit more stoic and restrained, because that's what I was kind of expecting. Like, he was going to be like the stoic, restrained kind of martial artist mentality. You know, he's been training like in this Buddhist temple like for like the last 10-ish years or however many years it was, and it's just, you know, he was going to come back just like culturally tone deaf. Like he just didn't fit in. He didn't understand that, like, you know, his little Buddhist wittisms and all that shit, like all that bullshit just like didn't fly here, and it didn't make any goddamn sense, and it made him look like a fucking idiot. But no,
they had a great setup, and then they made 2 shows, and one of them was about this blonde retard, and one of them was about the Meachums. And honestly, again, the one about the Meachums was pretty interesting. The interplay between Harold Meachum and the White Stripes Meachum, whatever his fucking son's name was.
Yeah.
Like, that was a whole interesting thing that wasn't what I signed up for when I wanted to watch a goddamn Iron Fist show.
Yeah, like, I can't even remember their names right now, but the brother and the sister, I thought they were really great characters. I like these characters up until the characters started getting a little stupid near the second half of that show. Because you had, actually, was it Ward? Ward Meacham? Or am I thinking of, because I know Ward's the name of the character from S.H.I.E.L.D., but was that also...
It was Joy and Tommy? Tommy Ward? I don't know.
Yeah. Anyhow, Brother Meacham goes and, like, stabs his dad. I was just like, oh, well, shit. Like, yeah, things kind of got escalated. But then it's just like that entire subplot didn't even need to be there. Like, for really the entire Meacham subplot didn't need to be there.
Yeah.
But, like, introducing the fact that, that Harold Meacham was, like, immortal, basically... Like, that doesn't do anything for the story. It does not make the story more interesting at all.
If they had dropped the children and just had Harold Meacham be a part of the thing, like running the company from the shadow, because like his connection to the Hand, I found to be fascinating. I like any time the Hand actually does. Oh God, we have to talk about the day camp for wayward ninja teens.
Oh, I'm gonna say
Oh God.
I really. Before we jump into that, I really hated how. This was one of those shows where, like, everything is connected. Like you know, the Hand was connected to the Meachams. The Meachams was responsible for the death of Danny's parents. Danny ended up, being picked up by the people of Kunlun, and then became the Iron Fist. Now he has to destroy the Hand, and it's just it's a weird secular everything connected thing. And I fucking hate that bullshit. That contrived horseshit in narratives. Like, it would have been way more interesting if it were just he comes back and the Hand's fucking infiltrated. Just all these big businesses and shit, and maybe because I fucking knew Harold was the one that was responsible for his dad's death, like his parents' death, like,
right.
But they keep that a secret the entire fucking season, and there's so many things like that where it's just like you're like, I feel like this is horseshit, and it's like they pull the veil away. It was horseshit the entire time. It's like. Yeah, I figured that out. Was I supposed to be aghast at this moment? So yeah, go on the fucking Xavier School for Ninjas. Go.
So, well, okay, but we have to lead into that with because there are just points of light in this show, and Colleen Wing is one of them.
Yeah, she was a good character. I think. Well, she's well acted.
She would have been a lot better in a much better series. She's in the half of the show with the blonde retard.
Yeah. And
she has this really weird all over the place storyline. Her character motivation doesn't come from anywhere.
Oh my God! Can I just bitch for a moment the fact that her character is basically like the exact same character as goddamn Elektra from Daredevil. Like it's like literally like she's romantically tied to the main character, but secretly she was connected to the Hand the whole time.
I was really hoping they were going to do that. So she's like, I'll take you to my sensei, and my sensei knows how the Iron Fist works, and we're going to go to a magical campus where all these runaway teens steal boomboxes and skateboard and smoke cigarettes all day.
I wish it were that! If it had been that would have been so much cooler than this weird sanitized, brainwashed campus that we actually got.
I just remember, like he gets there and he's talking to the guy and he shows him the footage. And the footage of the old Iron Fist is the greatest 30 seconds of this show.
It is.
It's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
It's what the whole goddamn show should have been.
Yeah, because like there was actual martial arts in that and it was really cool looking and I'm like, dude, awesome. And why the hell would you get some guy who doesn't know martial arts? He apparently had 2 weeks of martial arts training before this show started. That was it. So that's why, like, all of his fight scenes look like shit. Like, the fucking direction behind it, just,
I spent the whole fucking time he was there thinking, don't secretly be the Hand, don't secretly be the Hand, don't secretly be the Hand, because it is just the stupidest fucking thing that the Hand has this upstate New York recruitment for inner city teens shit.
yeah.
It made absolutely no sense. There was no point for it to have happened in universe because that happens and they leave and it's not important again.
I kind of wanted like the two factions of the Hands to meet. It's like you're the good Hand and I'm the bad Hand. Goody little two shoes.
I don't think they ever really resolved it. Like, no, they perverted the Hand. We're the good Hand.
And that really doesn't go anywhere.
It doesn't go anywhere. Were they lying? Were they being lied to? Was that bullshit?
It seems like the entirety, but like the whole point of that was just Bokuto hated. He hated Madame Gao or whatever, and like there was conflict between them specifically, and not like they were just two separate factions of the Hand. And how did that jackass pronounce his name? Bakudo?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, yes, my Japanese sensei who's not Japanese, who can't actually pronounce his own Japanese name.
Madame Gao tried so fucking hard to save that whole part of that show.
Yeah, Madame Gao is great.
Just, I like that look at her face the whole time. I know it's supposed to be an in-character expression of superiority, but she's just sitting in that chair. Oh, I'm so much better than the rest of this fucking show.
He really was. Yeah, just, like, I feel like just, like, this show just failed on every single level. Like, the story
was bad. All the fight scenes were bad, except for that 30 seconds of footage where he's kicking the shit out of the Chinese soldiers. That ruled.
Right. Oh my
God.
God.
There was that one fight where he fought the Drunken Fist guy, where the whole show grinds to a halt and goes, "Buckle up, kids. We hired a guy who knows what he's doing."
Right? Like we got a real martial artist for this one. like he's gonna carry Danny through this fight. It just reminds me of, like, you know, whenever like WCW, WWE would get like a celebrity in the ring, and like the wrestler would have to carry that match to make the fucking celebrity look good.
So then Claire shows up.
Oh my God, I forgot about her.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, she was completely superfluous to this fucking story.
Of course she showed up. She had to show up. It would have been great for her to show up. Even her taking martial arts lessons from Colleen Wing. That was a cool little thing. She really shouldn't have been involved in this fucking story as she was.
Yeah.
She was like, I hate the hand, let's fly to China.
Yeah, no, I hate what the hell they did to Claire in the show. Because Claire, the way she's been used has felt so natural up to that point. Like the biggest coincidence, like, in this show has been, like, up until that point, had been how she met Daredevil. How Daredevil was just bleeding on a roof and she found him. Or, like, found him, like, bleeding somewhere. Like, you know, that was, like, the one thing I was like, oh, like, but, I mean, at that point, she was just a random nurse. Mm-hmm. You know, she was just a random nurse that happened to find a bleeding Daredevil.
She didn't even find him. Some other kid in the building found him and went, I need a nurse. There's one in my building. It was great.
Okay, yeah. So, yeah, you know, so it wasn't even, like, as contrived as I was originally remembering it. So it's even better than that. So, and then, you know, Jessica Jones rolls around, and they, you know, wheel in Luke Cage. There's Claire. Why? Because fucking Claire works there. And, like, that made sense. And, you know, she dealt with the Daredevil shit, so she's just like, okay, well, I guess I'm gonna work on this superpowered guy. And then, you know, because she had met Luke Cage previously, when she sees him on TV and becomes a celebrity, she goes and seeks him out. It all fucking worked! And then they fucked it up! Here, where she just happens to be taking martial arts lessons by the chick that just so happens to know Danny Rand, and just so happens to be a member of the fucking Hand. Oh my God, she was so fucking shoehorned. Like, I love Rosario Dawson. Like, I mean, besides the fact that she's really hot, she's also a really great actress, and Claire Templeton is a really great character. Mm-hmm. But yeah, like, I shouldn't see Rosario Dawson in anything and go, why are you here?
You know, the more I think about it, the more, cause, like, you have to unpack Iron Fist, because there's a lot of stuff in it that doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't have through lines. It has, like, cross-hatching.
Yeah.
Colleen Wing's storyline didn't go anywhere.
No.
Because the Hand faction storyline didn't go anywhere.
Yeah, no.
The only storyline that ended was the fucking Meachums. And it ended with a 2x4 fencing match on the roof of a building. It was so bad.
Yeah.
It's just, you know, it's like when your parents look at you and they say, I'm not angry, I'm just disappointed. They're lying, first of all, because they are angry. But they're angry because they're disappointed. This was not this fucking hard. No. With as amazingly as you made Daredevil and Jessica Jones, you just fucked this up.
Yeah. Shit. Like, I'll still, like, you know, go up to bat for the first half of goddamn Luke Cage. Yeah. That was amazing shit. I mean, good.
I'm not mad that Luke Cage wasn't as good as Daredevil. Few things in life are as good as Daredevil. Luke Cage... I keep saying Luke Cage.
Iron Fist.
Iron Fist.
Yeah.
I'm never going to stop doing that. Fucking Iron Fist wasn't even acceptable. It wasn't even like Arrow Season 1 good. It was just... confusing and bad.
Yeah. Like oh my god, like they couldn't even give us like a little bit of fan service. We never see the double glowing fist. We never see like him in the outfit. We never see anything. We never even see him like in a blonde bandana for fuck's sake, or like in any kind of martial art type. Like no, he's just some blonde jackass in a hoodie with one glowy fist, and that is. Oh my god, like the show disappoints on every level. It couldn't even get basic fan service right.
I feel like it's gonna happen, and I'm gonna be super pissed. If Matt Murdock loses a fight to this piece of shit in the Defenders.
Oh my god. Yeah, can I just say like how like Daredevil is a way better martial arts show than fucking Iron Fist was?
He basically does two things. Huge cross punches and flip kicks.
Yeah. And those are two things. That's fucking
Danny's getting his shit wrecked by random heavies.
Yeah.
Like, hey, stop burning down this building. Time to get my ass kicked for 10 minutes.
Yeah. Oh my god, just like the fight scenes. The fight scenes are so fucking bad in this because they do that thing where you can tell like the actor can't fight, so they constantly cut and rapid cut and like close in, back up, close in, back up, and they do so much of that. And like they break the 180, which is fucking disorienting as hell in a fight scene.
Shot. It's incompetent.
Yeah, it's just like the people who did this just had no clue what the fuck they were making. Either they didn't have the time or they didn't have the right people on board. Okay, now the way to make this all better, besides just going, it was a dream.
12-year-old Danny wakes up in the snow on that mountain. Oh, that's gonna be awesome.
No, son, no, that wasn't. But like the way to fix this, I already know that that Luke Cage has been approved for his second season. I don't give a shit. You can cancel that shit. Don't make Luke Cage season 2. Don't make Iron Fist season 2. Make Heroes for Hire season 1. Make it a fucking like buddy cop comedy type show where it's just it's gritty action and violence dealing with like whatever the hell shit that they deal with. And just have Iron Fist be like the stoic straight man. You have Luke kind of be the more laid back, chill guy who's kind of cheesy. You just do that, and you can make a salvageable show. Have like some Asian influence hip hop for the soundtrack. It would be great. You can fix this.
Maybe we do like Power Rangers, where we kill Luke Cage at the beginning of this next season. And like we get Johnny Young Bosch or someone in to do it for the rest of the show.
You said Luke Cage again.
God damn it.
So basically Danny Rand needs to go to a peace summit, and then we just get John.
There is a doctor on planet M.
Oh, I'm done.